Toyota is facing a major challenge with the rising popularity of electric vehicles. Chinese companies are making lots of electric cars. New battery technologies are appearing. Toyota needs to adapt or risk falling behind and becoming another Kodak. I loved Toyotas starting from my first car in 1983. Still, they are the most profitable car company, according to published profit reports. Toyota reported a net income of approximately $35.6 billion USD over the past 12 months, surpassing other major automakers such as Volkswagen and Mercedes-Benz Group. Toyota reported a net income of approximately $35.6 billion USD over the past 12 months, surpassing other major automakers such as Volkswagen and Mercedes-Benz Group. Arguably, Toyota is the world's largest carmaker, selling 10.8 million vehicles in 2024. But only a tiny part of those sales, about 1.4% or 139,892 cars, were fully electric. The company has spent years focusing on hybrid cars instead. In Australia, almost half of Toyota's sales, 48.9%, were hybrid vehicles in 2024. Toyota's chairman, Akio Toyoda, has said electric cars will never make up more than 30% of the global market. He thinks people still want options like hybrids and regular gas cars. The company isn't standing still, though. Toyota plans to release 15 new electric models by 2027. They want to increase their electric car production to reach 1 million vehicles. They're also expanding manufacturing to more countries, including the United States, Thailand, and Argentina. But these plans might be too little, too late. Chinese companies are moving much faster in the electric car world. BYD, a Chinese carmaker, has already overtaken Toyota in their home market of China. BYD sold 3.72 million vehicles in 2024, grabbing 34.1% of China's new energy vehicle market. What's really surprising is that BYD even beat Toyota in Japan itself, selling 2,223 electric cars compared to Toyota's 2,038. This shows how quickly the competition is heating up. China's electric car market is growing incredibly fast. They expect to have sold 12 million electric vehicles in 2024 alone. Electric cars now make up more than half of all car sales in China, reaching 51.8% market share. This is a dramatic change that's happening much faster than many people expected. BYD isn't just staying in China. They plan to double their overseas sales to 800,000 vehicles in 2025. They also have a massive workforce of around 700,000 employees, nearly twice the size of Toyota's 375,000 workers. This gives them a lot of manufacturing power to expand quickly. Toyota isn't ignoring these challenges. The company is working on new battery technologies that could help them catch up. Their main focus is on solid-state batteries. These are different from the lithium-ion batteries used in most electric cars today. Solid-state batteries replace the liquid parts with solid materials, making them safer and more efficient. Toyota has been investing heavily in this technology. They hold more than 1,300 patents related to solid-state batteries, more than any other company in the world. These batteries could be a game-changer for electric cars. The company says their solid-state batteries will allow cars to drive up to 750 miles or 1,200 kilometers on a single charge. That's much farther than today's electric cars can go. They also claim these batteries will charge in just 10 minutes, similar to filling up a gas tank. Wait, there is more, but do not forget to hit the like button if you think this video is useful. To make these batteries a reality, Toyota is partnering with a Japanese energy company called Idemitsu Kozen. Together, they plan to start mass production of solid-state batteries between 2027 and 2028. But that's still a few years away, and competitors aren't standing still. While Toyota works on solid-state batteries, another technology is gaining attention: sodium-ion batteries. These batteries don't use lithium, which is currently essential for most electric car batteries. Instead, they use sodium, which is much more common. Sodium is about 1,000 times more abundant than lithium, making it potentially much cheaper and easier to source. Sodium batteries have several advantages. They cost between 30% and 70% less than lithium batteries. They work well in extreme temperatures, still functioning at temperatures as low as -40 degrees Celsius. At -30 degrees Celsius, they still maintain 93% of their capacity. They're also very safe, with no risk of catching fire. And they're durable, lasting up to 10,000 charge cycles. But sodium batteries also have drawbacks. They typically store less energy than lithium batteries, which means cars using them might not go as far on a single charge. However, companies like CATL in China have been improving this, reaching energy densities of 175 watt-hours per kilogram. Interestingly, Toyota doesn't appear to be directly working on sodium-ion battery technology. There's no evidence in the available information that they're developing their own sodium batteries. Instead, a company called Nex Power has created sodium-ion battery packs that can replace the batteries in older Toyota Prius models. But this isn't Toyota's own initiative. Toyota is looking beyond solid-state batteries too. They're working with Kyoto University on advanced fluoride-ion battery research. But this technology is targeted for implementation after 2035, so it's a long-term project. Why are Japanese automakers like Toyota lagging behind in the electric vehicle race? There are several reasons. First, they've invested heavily in hybrid technology. Toyota pioneered hybrids with the Prius, and they've continued to focus on this technology. They've also spent a lot of time and money on hydrogen fuel cells, which haven't gained as much market traction as electric vehicles. The corporate culture at Japanese automakers tends to be conservative. Many executives have been resistant to change, preferring to stick with technologies they know well. Government policies in Japan have also favored hybrids over fully electric vehicles, giving companies less incentive to change. Japan has fewer charging stations compared to other developed countries. They only have about a quarter of the number that South Korea has, making it less convenient to own an electric car. Japan's geography and excellent public transportation system also reduce the need for cars in general, and electric cars specifically. Japanese automakers also make more profit from hybrids than from electric vehicles currently. This makes them hesitant to switch their focus too quickly. All these factors have led to Japanese brands accounting for less than 5% of global electric vehicle sales in 2022. The numbers show how far behind Japan is falling. Electric vehicles made up only 3.6% of Japan's car market in 2023, compared to 18% globally. Only 0.8% of cars in use in Japan are electric, versus 3.2% worldwide. Even worse, Japan's electric vehicle sales fell by 33% in 2024, making up less than 2% of all vehicle sales in the country. This slow adoption is especially striking because Japanese brands dominate their home market. Domestic automakers control 90% of Japan's overall car market. But foreign competitors like BYD are starting to make inroads. As mentioned earlier, BYD actually outsold Toyota's electric vehicles in Japan in 2024. Toyota's approach to the electric revolution has been cautious. They're betting that the transition to electric vehicles will happen more slowly than many predict. They're developing solid-state battery technology that could leapfrog current lithium-ion batteries. But this technology won't be ready for mass production until at least 2027. In the meantime, Chinese companies are rapidly expanding their electric vehicle production and sales. They're also working on new battery technologies, including the sodium-ion batteries that Toyota doesn't seem to be pursuing. The question is whether Toyota's careful approach will pay off or if they'll be left behind. Their massive size and resources give them advantages. They can afford to invest in research and development. They have established manufacturing facilities and a strong brand. But the automotive industry is changing rapidly, and being late to embrace electric vehicles could cost them market share. Toyota's hybrid strategy has been successful so far. Hybrids make up almost half of their sales in markets like Australia. Many customers appreciate having both an electric motor and a gasoline engine, giving them flexibility and reducing range anxiety. But pure electric vehicles are improving quickly. Their ranges are increasing, charging times are decreasing, and prices are coming down. The rise of Chinese electric vehicle manufacturers presents a serious challenge to Toyota and other established automakers. Companies like BYD are growing quickly and expanding globally. They have government support and access to critical battery materials. They're also vertically integrated, producing their own batteries and other components. For Toyota to maintain its position as the world's leading automaker, it will need to accelerate its electric vehicle plans. Developing solid-state batteries could give them a significant advantage. But they might need to consider other battery technologies, like sodium-ion, as well. They'll also need to increase their electric vehicle production more quickly than currently planned. Japan as a whole needs to reevaluate its approach to electric vehicles. The government could provide more incentives for electric vehicle purchases and invest in charging infrastructure. Automakers could partner with battery manufacturers to secure supplies and reduce costs. Without these changes, Japan risks falling further behind in one of the most important technological transitions in automotive history. The electric vehicle revolution is happening now, not in some distant future. Toyota and other Japanese automakers have the engineering talent and manufacturing expertise to compete. But they need to recognize the speed of the transition and adapt accordingly. Their future success depends on how quickly and effectively they respond to this challenge. Do not forget to click the like button and subscribe. Thanks very much for watching this video. See you in the next video.